handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse. Swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers. Bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and they all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Play action. Here's Nix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run for the first down with Bijan Robinson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The Broncos at 2-7 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Ready. Bombers.
Throwing Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. That is caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
45-yard line.
Nix to the air. He'll get that complete to Franklin. He went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. What's good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Troy Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Ritter. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out the tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Ritter on the 4th down try. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Genty. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. In motion comes the tight end left. Ritter to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And this one too low.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw. Here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Off the play fake, Nix. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to...
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This one swung out here to Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 21-yard line.
95. Ready?
Ritter back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4.
Ready? Here we go. Set. Put.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
To throw is Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he's into the clear again. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Here's Nix. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Captain, ready. 180.
Operating from the gun. Nix. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one you're really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Down the sideline he goes. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Ready, set.
36 yards.
Down.
First down, Raiders.
Going play action. Ritter. And it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hold on, son. Joe, ready.
Looking to throw. Nix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Nick's going to keep this himself. Down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
First down and goal to go.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Huddle. Hold on, son.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front.
And it'll be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
10 black. Ready?
Ritter. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Black shot. Ready. Go pink. Ready.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
Going for it on fourth down, it's Ritter. These guys running back out of the backfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Let's go now. Right, white, 33, yellow, red.
Ritter now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. On the return, Trey Tucker. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Come on, set.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. Nix to the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's first and 10 at the 19-yard line. Nix going to keep this himself. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Across the middle, he finds Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the air with Nix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Captain.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And the Raiders have got him. Jeremy Chin just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
That's good for our Broncos. First down. First and goal.
Throwing Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw, here's Nix. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They're going. It's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Kyle Pitts from 13 yards out. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught on the right flank. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. As he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll get this down to the 38.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But remain goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. His second rushing touchdown of the year and third overall. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion.
Ritter will throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Raiders 8.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork blend. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Here's Nix once more. And this one complete again to Mims. Here's second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
To throw is Nix. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Unable to corral him, he fights through. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Velus Jones, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The Raiders will line up.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football and that deficit stays right where it is. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
At the 21-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Captain.
Here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're going to get him. They bring him down a sack back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun is Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take it.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Back to throw. Nix. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What's good on the extra point? And the lead is up to 15 now.
Raiders 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Back to throw, Ritter. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He may go. At 18 takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss. And he works free. Still going. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty, 72 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trained for us. It gets trained for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Looking to put a drive together.
Away, away, away. Hold on a second.
They'll go play action with Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Troy Franklin, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Hold on.
Off the play fake. Nix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 168 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Ready?
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Now he's going to step up and run. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And oh my goodness, here's a fit. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He'll air this one out from Mims. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards. Looking to throw. Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Nick's going to keep this himself. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
The score, Broncos 48, Raiders 21. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Ritter now. Now it's caught by Tucker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
32. Hey, move.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
On play action, here's Ritter. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Red 38.
Going play action. Ritter finding room at midfield. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
On the double.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Green Jack.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by John O'Barron. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early.
And now here's another interception. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this way.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Broncos, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.